Hey, Bert.
Want to rush?
So I wonder if people realized that this was a 9 a.m. meeting because I changed the meeting to 9 from 10 a.m. Let
Hmm.
me send a note to everybody. So you are now in the DL, correct? Did you join?
Um, no, I don't think so. I guess that's the mailing list, right? I didn't subscribe
Right.
to that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Note that. Okay, so I sent the email. So, um, uh, not sure. Did I also include you in the Q&A for the panel discussion document? I probably did. You were probably part of that.
Are you talking about the
Open it.
face-to-face
No,
document discussion that we had before?
no, not the face-to-face. This is the panel discussion, the panel discussion that we are gonna have in OCP summit next week in Dublin. I put together a document Q&A. Let me see if I can find it. Um, and here, Alison, Jean-Marie Dong, Sammy, Ian, Bertrand, Christian, Srini, Felix, Oleg, Bert. Yeah, you were copied. You should have seen. So look for Open SFI and UPC panel Q&A.
Wednesday, 4/16. Morning,
Wednesday,
guys.
4/16.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Stephen, hey,
Hi.
I knew that voice was very recognizable, but
Hey, from above, you were thinking, no, that's not the big man. That's just Steven.
no, that is the big hat.
I I thought what this call was on at 1 o'clock Eastern time, but did we make a change?
Yeah,
I'm glad I looked just real quick at the
yeah.
meeting.
Yeah, we did make a change based
Okay.
on the meeting we had like a few weeks ago, and
Okay.
that
Okay.
was because it was clashing with some of the other important meetings in the
Okay.
other projects.
All
And
right.
yeah, so Felix and
But
Tim probably were busy there during
but
that time
yeah.
frame.
But the meeting series itself is on a regular basis going to stay at 1 a.m. I mean 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is
no,
that right?
it is going to be it is
it's moved
going
entirely.
to be time, 12
okay.
p.m. your time.
All right. Maybe I missed the calendar update. I wonder if I can change this myself. Did someone send a new update for noon?
Yes. So
can you forward that series to me? No, delete the 1 o'clock.
absolutely. I can
thanks.
send the ICS file.
Thank you.
Give me a second.
Let me see if Tim is also aware of that. I'm gonna check. Tim's not on, is he? No.
Chat.
Tim's offline.
There it is. I sent the link.
Thank you.
Yeah. On my my work laptop, I have a Outlook does not support real-time syncing with subscribed calendars. But when I subscribe to it on my iMail, which is my native mail application on a Mac, it synced up wonderfully well. So yeah, I'll have to monkey around with that a little bit. Hey, Allison, thanks for joining. Hey, Srini, thanks for joining. Felix, good to have you. So it's the week before the summit, and let's go ahead and get started. So thanks everybody for joining. We'll let the others join in due course of time. So there were a few things that I wanted to check with you all. Can you folks let me know who is going to be there in Dublin next week? I know Tim is going to be there, right, Stephen?
Both Tim and I will be there.
Tim and you. Awesome. Yeah. And Bert, you're not going to be there yet. So I'm targeting you to be there in the global summit starting October. And Allison, what's your
No, I won't make it.
Was it rejected or was it not approved yet?
It was rejected due to a timeout, and then I was told that it was too close to the time of travel to resubmit.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna cry on the stage. So do you know who from Intel that we could partner with there? Do you know?
Yeah, so Casper Walchuk will be there. He'll be the rep from the platform firmware side.
Okay.
Or he and I were checking. I think I don't think that there's an overlap between the manageability and the PNP sessions he has to go to and this one. So
okay. Okay, so for the panel discussion, I think we will at least have both the firmware vendors. So Srini, you said you're going to be here too, right? In OCP Summit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so between you and then Felix, you're going to be there too?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're going to get a good coverage for OpenSFI and UPCI. And with Tim, he can rep both of them as well. So we have Insight, we have AMI, we have Intel. We do have Paul Grimes there, and we have Casper. So Allison, what would be the good way to get Casper involved in the panel discussion? Can you send me some contact information so that I can reach out?
Okay. I will do that. And then he's out he's out on vacation this week, so he actually comes back like right before the summit. So I can sync with them, or the three of us can sync too right when he's back, and
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
connect
That'll
too.
be awesome. If you
Yeah.
can start, if you can get an email started between the three of us, that'll be
Yep.
that as well.
Because
We'll do
Felsen,
that.
I actually sent him a mail a few days ago. I also asked if maybe we can discuss the face-to-face
Yes.
collaboration between two groups.
We,
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't-
we need to Felix on the config stuff also as well, so that would be really good. Yeah.
Okay, and I am still not sure about Ian or Google or Microsoft. I know Jean-Marie is going to be there, so that'll be good. So HPE is there. So we'll have to somehow coordinate a meeting on Tuesday morning. Or even Monday. Maybe we can meet up for dinner or something like that and coordinate all of that on Monday. I'm not sure at what time everybody is getting there. I'm getting there on Monday morning, so I can definitely do a dinner with all you guys if you guys are there. What time are we getting there, Stephen? I'm thinking you and Tim are traveling together or separately because you guys are in different time zones.
Yeah, no, we're
Separate, right?
we're traveling separate.
And what time are you guys
Uh,
getting there?
Oh, I'll be there on the weekend.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'll be there early,
Very cool.
taking my wife for a
Nice.
couple of couple of relaxing days in the city.
Oh snap! That makes me feel bad, Stephen.
It hardly ever lines up, as you know. She's doing her thing, and it worked
Right.
out this time.
Right.
So yeah,
I'm glad my wife did not hear that, but
I can let her know.
so okay. All right, so let's let me create at least a a WhatsApp group. I have your phone numbers. If everybody's okay, I'll create the WhatsApp. I know there's someone who does not use a WhatsApp. I'm not sure who doesn't, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to that. And what else? So yeah, so did anybody get a chance to look at the Q&A document that I sent out for the panel discussion?
I didn't get to it yet, Raj. It's on the
Oh.
list, short list, but next
Yeah.
week is so far away.
There's still time.
Yeah.
That it is. So
Can we look at it?
Yeah,
I know Tim is going to join this call. He I don't know that he got the change notice either, because he's not like him to miss a call, but he's coming back to the house and he'll jump on.
Kevin, who Stephen?
Tim. Sorry, Tim.
Tim. Okay.
Tim
I thought.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So a request for everybody, if you can please spend some time in reviewing the Q&A. The answers are pretty brief and short. I purposely kept it short. We can expand it, but if anybody thinks that, hey, here's a question that I can help answer, and I can help address during the panel discussion, just mark your name besides that question, and the answer for the question will be yours. And then we can have the person asking the question. I think that would be Dong or someone. He can then direct those questions appropriately. Okay. So if you guys can review that, that'll be awesome. I will also try to see if I can, send the notes from the meeting out to everybody. That way, everyone has the recording as well as the transcript. What else? Yeah, the specification. So I sent out the Cedar specification to just a handful of us. I think I sent it to Allison. I sent it to Tim. Who else did I send it to? of course, Bert and Paul started the seeder document, and then Bert is filling that up. Bert, do you know when you can get to your done state?
I mean, I think that depends on what the done state is, right? I think what I talked to Paul about, what are we looking for in this first revision of the document, right? It's just a basic, just the very base skeleton document, right? Before we start populating it.
No, I think so. You had some ideas, and so if you can add those ideas in there as well, that will be great.
Okay,
That
I mean, that's fine. If we're actually going to populate it, I didn't know if we want to have a template first, the template set up first, then start populating the information, or if
Right.
we're just going to go ahead and start populating.
Right. Okay. So why don't you go ahead and get started, and let me know when you are done, and then I can then float it to the rest of the OPF team. That would also be limited. I'm not going to float it to everybody in the OPF distribution list, but just a handful of us who are the contributors who were attending the meeting, the face-to-face meeting and whatnot. So I'll send it just to them once you're done, Bert.
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
do
and
you
it probably won't be until next week that I'll be able to finish adding the information that I have.
Okay, all right, sounds good. And to the handful of people that I sent to, if you guys can provide any feedback, that'll be great. If not, that is okay as well. We will have an opportunity to, when I send it to a broader set of team, we will have an opportunity to provide feedback and create content, whatever. So that's those were the two topics that I had in mind. Any other opens from anybody? If not, then I think this is a very, very short meeting.
Sorry, I have
and
one open.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Raj. It's actually an open for Felix. I guess Felix, for the unified config work stream, what's the next step there? So like we have this spec going for the OpenSFI, but what do you see happening next on the unified config?
Yeah, so as we discussed during the face-to-face, so first we'll start with collecting the requirements. So probably I'll start with the first draft, and then we'll circulate it, discuss it. That was my plan. And then in parallel, we can start. We discussed as far as that source format. There were a few candidates, like specifically we talked about device 3, and then maybe YAML JSON. So in parallel, maybe I start listing like pros and cons of each approach.
Okay, that works. Yeah.
Okay. And I think, that gave me an idea that I think we should get a requirement document started as well for OpenSFI. And
Yeah.
so also, Felix, note that, what the work that you do is going to be directly applicable to OpenSFI as well. So keep in close touch with the OpenSFI spec as well, and with Srini. So that we have a very cohesive story for the industry, right?
And by the way, while we at it, that recording for our face-to-face, can you share this file? I think you saved it to your Google Drive, but can you share that recording?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take the action and do that. Okay, accept all. So I have Stephen, Allison, Srini, and Bart.
Should we maybe like create folders in Google Drive and just provide the access on the folder level so that we don't have to do it for every new document? I mean, if necessary, we can have, if you are concerned about wider distribution, at least a folder per work stream.
Just for the few of us who are actively working on it. Absolutely. Yeah. I can go ahead and do that. So you need me to give an access to the folder, and what else was my action?
The recordings of the face-to-face.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
And then Raj, I guess you're envisioning that we would have a requirements, like
Yes.
make a new document that's a requirements document for OpenSFI that would kind of define like the usage, kind of like usage requirements. And then
That
we
is-
would have the spec along with it. And then
That
for
is correct.
okay. And then
Yeah,
for the unified config, we'll start out with the requirements document.
that is correct. Now,
Okay.
can we sync up on the format of that document? Now,
Yeah.
is that going to be? Are you planning to put this in some sort of a spreadsheet of requirements, or would it be a doc version, or Google Docs, or Word? What's in your mind?
Oh, sorry. I think is that a Felix question? I'm assuming he's starting it.
So tell you what, Felix, let me go ahead and get started with a Excel spreadsheet of requirements, and then if you yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this level, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess spreadsheet works. Yeah, at some point we will convert it to document, but this early stage, yeah, probably spreadsheet is fine. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not sure how OCP works, but I will connect with in the summit. I will be connecting with Bijan or Michael Chill to check if they have a certain system like a Jira system or something of that sort, where you can have that traceability of these requirements that go in there, or some sort of a JAMA requirement or something like that. So I'll have a conversation with him to see if he can leverage that if they have it already. If not, then spreadsheets will be a great start that can feed into ultimately into a document.
And maybe I mentioned like two direction, maybe a third direction that we discussed that also applies to both work stream is that attempt to standardize some of those data structures. So we discussed maybe we can start with CPU and memory data structure, maybe specifically look at what's needed for the SMBIAS table. So that's kind of maybe the third area in which we can start working.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Okay. There was something that just crossed my mind. It was kind of trivial, but I thought I'd ask you guys. Well, when it comes back, I'll let you guys know. If you don't have anything else, then you guys have a great rest of the week and the weekend. And for those who are going to be in Dublin, we'll meet up and y'all have a good time. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you. See you soon.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody.